Yeah, you gotta sit closer.
And everybody texts them back. And everybody texts them back. It's Jimmy too. It's Jimmy too. Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry, y'all got all this work all over me. Touch my hand. Touch my hand.
We live. We live. But you're not on the camera yet. So you good. Good evening, good evening, good evening. This is Wanda Gardsbrat of Watching Wanda's World. I am just logging in to a couple other areas. While I log in, I want to remind you that I am an affiliate of the brand Plan and Makeup by Yolanda. You'll see my look once I go live, once I put the camera on myself. And yeah, if you like the look, which is courtesy of the Church Girl palette, I implore you to go to planandmakeupbyolando.com and get you one. Okay, get you a little Church Girl palette because they are the truth. I see it. Let's see. So I think I need to change the microphone. It says there's an echo. Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you, Nicole. Sharon just said it too.
Now, why are we echoing? I'll turn my volume down over here.
Oh, yeah.
I got so much stuff plugged up. Thank you, Nikki and Sharon. Let me know if there's still an echo. I have a lot of stuff hooked up, and I'm having a Comcast issue again. So yeah, I've been hearing a lot of it as well. So as I was saying, you can shop the brand Plan and Makeup by Yolanda and get you this look that I have. Did I miss a call already? Oh no. Okay. Don't forget that while at a certain point I'm going to say that you can call in to discuss with us, and I love for you to join in on the conversation. So hi there, I am Wanda Gardsbrat, and then I am going to flash the camera. Are you guys ready? Not yet. Did she say not yet? Okay, I'll wait. We have Courtney and Sean with me, and we are going to be talking today about no more trauma. That is going to be today's discussion. No more trauma. Just discussing what trauma is. How can we stop our trauma from the past from boggling us down in today's society? How can we take ownership and combat the problems of that we face with trauma in today's world? How can we take our power back? Is basically what we'll be discussing. So we are going to first have a poem from Courtney, and I'm going to switch the camera to her. And Courtney is the one with the hat on. My little tinker-tink. All right, and I'm ready whenever you are. Hey, Paris. Hi, Booby. I love you.
Hi, Booby. This is untitled. Okay, this is How much longer can I go on holding back? I need to cry out for an embrace. Full of feeling, full of promise. The closest person to me is self. So I reach out and hold on tight to me. Will I ever find another to be as loyal in love and life as I am bound to be? I fret the pains that relations bring from my past tells an ill story. I pray to the goddess of love and the god of honor to repress my spirit of honor. The good girl's gone bad, but not gone forever. So it's meant for me to shine. So my day will come to overcome negative energy. I will battle negative energy. I will battle to I am a beautiful angel caught amidst demons. I am a beautiful angel caught amidst demons. When my time comes, I'll spread my wings. When my time comes, I'll spread my wings and fly away to what's happening.
I so love Courtney's poems. Don't y'all try to take her work now, because I'm trying to get her to copyright it and make a book. And you know what? I have a girlfriend. Look, I sound like he now. I have a girlfriend. As a matter of fact, my girlfriend that got me into podcasting, she wrote a book of poetry. So if you ever want that from that, I got you. I got you, girl. I got you. Sisters connecting sisters. That's how we got together. Courtney said to Sean, when Sean said she wanted to learn how to do podcasting, or she wanted a podcast, I know a person. And then look at us. I got a friend who. So today's broadcast is about. It's called No More Trauma. You know, like Mary J. Blige, No More Trauma. Yeah, we thought about that. Put my glasses on. You know, I'm going to get professional, y'all. So, I wanted to discuss trauma because a lot of us have a trauma history from our childhood or from some point of life that we're still dealing with that affects us to this very day. So we wanted to discuss that today. So first of all, I wanted to define trauma. And trauma is a pervasive problem. It results from exposure to an incident or series of events that are emotionally disturbing or life-threatening with lasting adverse effects on the individual's functioning and mental, physical, social, emotional, and or spiritual well-being. I came prepared today. So that is what we are defining as a trauma today. And these are different websites from the internet and everything that I got. And it says, what does it mean to have a trauma history? So historical trauma is intergenerational. You ever heard of generational curses? So many of us are fighting to try to destroy those generational curses. But historical trauma is intergenerational trauma experienced by a specific cultural group that has a history of being systemically oppressed. Current lifespan trauma superimposed upon a traumatic ancestral past creates additional adversity. Historical trauma can have an impact on psychological and physical health. You think there's a delay? When I just called in last week, just FYI, she says, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Google Voice down for now. Nicole was saying it's still an echo, and she thinks that the call-in feature is causing it. So I'm going to take the Google Voice down for now. I just took that down, Nicole. Can you still hear? Oh, great topic. She said great topic. Okay, so, and I do know that there's a little bit of delay because we're live and then it takes the live and streaming. So I do know there's like a 10 to 15 second delay with everything we say. But I'm just going to talk about, I've had some things happen to me in my past. And I'm not going to go into, the depths of everything that's happened. Okay, you can hear now. Okay, good. I'm not going to go into everything that's happened to me, but for the longest time, I let those things, they tortured me, literally. I am still in therapy. I've done the work, but I do realize that the work never ends. When you've gone through something traumatic, when there are those generational curses that people refuse to work with you to try to dispel and to get rid of, it causes a lot of drama. It causes a lot of emotional turmoil. It causes anxiety. It causes depression. And I have been through all of those things. But at some point, we have to take ownership or responsibility for our own happiness. And I got to that point late in life because I got tired of letting other people determine my happiness, how they treated me, did they speak to me this morning, did they act towards me a certain way, and all of those things would affect my mood. And even my relationship with my dad was different. Like, my dad came into my life late in life. He wasn't around when I was younger, but I ended up being his caregiver later in life. And my father was a hero. He had a purpose heart from the Vietnam War, and whatever he went through over there, he would never discuss it with me. As much as I wanted to know that history, but it changed him forever. My father was a functional junkie, and I never knew. As far as I knew he always smoked marijuana. That's all I ever knew, is that he smoked marijuana. But as I grew to become his caregiver, I learned that my father would take anything that didn't take him first. And
that's the way to say it.
But he was functioning well with it, so he was so used to doing it that he seemed normal. His dysfunction became his normal life. Yeah, his norm. So trauma can take on many forms and can be brought out by triggers. And triggers can be different things such as holidays or anniversaries, certain sounds, or certain things you see, taste, smell, something related to the trauma itself, a song on the radio. Oh yeah, have you ever had a song take you back? Loud noises or voices yelling, people being combative. Arguments or perceived arguments. A lot of times we think we're being attacked when someone is simply having a discussion with you. I've experienced that recently. Being ridiculed or judged, being alone or getting rejected. So, what do you guys think about what I've said so far?
The part when you said it became your dad. The part when you said when it made the part when you said it was your dad's analogy. It was your dad's. Did you think because of it being it was his norm because of that it was normal to hit? It was his norm because it was later in life. Did it become? Because you said was it later in life? Did it become?
It was the only dad I've known. My father was a jokester. He could be a hellion. He pulled out a pistol at somebody at a stoplight.
But I'm saying because of what he was, that was normal to you. That was, you know what I'm saying? His behavior was like
no.
He sensed that it was
I knew something was off. He used to say because he was 100% service connected. With the military. And that means like everything for him was taken care of by the VA. But he used to try to say, because I know some of my mental health issues I've gotten from him as I've become his caretaker, but he would never own up to that. He used to say, I'm about to go into the VA and play crazy for a month or two. You ain't playing me, bro. Right. You ain't hardly playing. You ain't fooling them doctors like that. That you 100% service connected. And the fact that I need a therapist myself, and I know what they told me is wrong with me, and now I recognize me in you, bro. So I knew it wasn't norm. The difference is I wasn't wasn't willing to stay in that place.
I wasn't willing to stay
I
in that
wanted
place.
to get the help because that's not normal. Those feelings didn't feel good.
Those feelings
and
didn't feel
I took
good.
ownership of my happiness, and I started taking my power
and I
back.
started taking my power back.
People need to realize that as long as you wake up each day, that's the day you can wake up each day. You don't ever have to feel like because you're at a certain age, or because you waited so long, or because that it's basically that it's too late to get help. It's basically that it's too late to get help. You want change,
right?
If you want change, and you gotta understand why people didn't get the help either. You gotta understand why people didn't get the help either because it was ridiculed. It was not crazy. It was ridiculed,
Especially our black men.
Especially our black men.
But the black men more so, like black men, they don't go to the doctors. They don't go to the doctors.
They
right.
Still a lot of healthcare is now. Especially with the way our healthcare is now. Was having issues early on in my 20s, and when I actually reached out to talk to someone. Because I was having a meltdown. Because I was having a meltdown. They was talking about putting me in Shepherd Pratt. My children was going to be taken from my house. My children was going to be taken.
Oh, wow.
I said,
so you were scared
because I said, I'm okay. I'm ready to go. Because I said, I'm okay. I'm ready to go. We can't go. Well, if you leave, we're going to have the police come to your house. Well, if you leave, we're going to have the police come to your house. Because you need to go to Shepherd Pratt. I said, I don't need to go to Shepherd Pratt. I said, I debated back and forth with them. I said, I'm not crazy. I came here. I said, I'm not crazy.
Right, exactly.
So you're trying to tell me if you leave. So you're trying to tell me if you leave without our consent, show up at your house. Then we're going to have police show up at your house. How can I leave now? You have to call someone. How can I leave now? I had to call one of my friends to come there. I had to call one of my friends to come there. Go home with me just so they let me leave.
Wow. Welcome, Aunt Pelby. Welcome, Michelle. And it says two others are watching. I appreciate you guys. Nicole, thank you for joining in. I'm sorry to cut you off. And then Courtney, what were you saying, my love?
I forgot. I forgot. For me, it's uncomfortable. Keep revisiting. I was in revisiting. And I was in therapy. So much worse before it started getting better. So much worse and I shied away because I don't want to keep revisiting. I don't want to keep those things that have happened. Those things that have happened. I almost got offended a little bit when you said because it's like accountability. Because it's like I don't want to say that. I need to take accountability for what has happened. I need to take accountability. I will take accountability for the choice. Now I will take accountability.
No, but that's not what I meant by take. Oh, okay.
No, but that's not like at first. I know that's not what you meant. But like at first.
That's where I say the trigger, and just like I said, sometimes you have to take a step back, like you did, and say, "Am I being offended, or am I taking offense because of what has happened to me?"
Exactly.
I experienced that. Well, thank you for taking a step back, because I really got some. No, I had a conversation with somebody over the weekend, and well, we're just gonna leave it like that. Hi, Thelma. Thank you for joining.
Okay. Yes, I probably should. Okay. Yes, I probably shouldn't have went to that. You know what I mean? Apartment. But you know what I mean. That doesn't give you the right. That doesn't give you the right. I probably shouldn't have raised my voice. Shouldn't have raised my voice, but that doesn't give you the right.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, I understand what you were saying. So like, I understand what you were saying after I took
right.
Things that I don't like to think about. Right. Things that I don't like to think about. I actually had someone that I was in a relationship. Can you tell me about your trauma? Can you tell me about your trauma? Look, it is too early in the morning. Look, and I don't feel like thinking about that.
Yeah, because you have to, and you're not my therapist. That's something that.
That's the thing I was telling. Sometimes people want to know stuff. Sometimes people want to know stuff. Now, you can't open this box.
Right.
You are not a professional.
Exactly.
So you can open up something. Exactly. So you can open up something
that you can't deal with. And then we tend to open up when we feel safe. When a person provides us the safety. I've always said, getting naked before a man isn't about taking your clothes off and having sex with him. Getting naked before a man, in my opinion, is when you feel comfortable enough to bare your all to them. And that doesn't just come with, oh, we went out on a couple of dates, we screwed a few times, and now I'm just going to bare my all. You have to make me feel like I am cherished, that I am safe, that I am protected, and it'll happen naturally in my time.
And it ain't gonna happen all today.
Exactly. And as far as me, when I meant about accountability, for me, it was, I deal with it in my time the way I choose to deal with it. So, because in order to get to that place, you have to go through some darkness. And you have to be ready to go through that darkness and still live your life. Because life doesn't stop because Wanda's having this moment. So, therefore, let me deal with it when I can deal with it. But when the time is right, I'll gnaw my own hand off. Because I'm a person that I'm not going to let people keep attacking me at random. I don't know if you're going to hit me in the shoulder. I don't know if you're going to hit me in the face. I don't know if you're going to punch me in the gut. I'll remove you from my life. But when I get ready to deal with it, then I'm ready to deal with the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I will go through all of the pain necessary. I made all of the provisions to make sure that my life will stay in order while I go through whatever I need to go through. And I will go to my counselor or my psychiatrist, and I'll get the help that I need when it becomes too much for me to bear on my own. Because I can't unpack all this heavy on my friends. You know, all my friends are not prepared. It's echoing really bad. Okay, hold on one second. I'm trying to think of what it could be that's echoing now. Give me 1 second, Thelma.
Give me 1 second, Thelma.
You got more than one microphone that's receiving.
I called myself muting everything. I called myself. And I'm scared to touch too many things because it might go out, you know. Okay, maybe because I'm talking loud. Can you hear me now? Is it echoing now? Let me see what microphone I had this on. Hold on, guys. It's on the right microphone. And it's on echo cancellation. So I don't know what's going on. I'll talk a little bit lower. Maybe it's I'm good now. Okay. Thanks, Sandra. Hi, little sis.
What you were saying about the person asked when you felt. In my opinion, I felt that was really out of place. I felt that was in a relationship, just like you're saying, when the person feels comfortable, let them determine whether they want to let you know about their past,
right?
You know, or their traumas, or whatever it is. Right. You know, the person has to feel whatever it is. You know, you don't know what that person's intentions are. You know, you don't know what that person's intentions are. What are you going to do with my information? Are you going to cover me, or is it going to be? Are you going to cover me?
Right.
That's that Monica song, girl.
Right.
That's that Monica song.
Yeah.
I love that song. Commitment.
That's a Compass thing because I'm doing everything that I apologize, guys, because I've done everything that I normally do when it's clear, and we've been having Comcast issues. I hope you can bear with me because it's a really good topic, but unfortunately I can't change it. I've muted everything. I've turned the volume down on everything. The only microphone I have going on is my condenser microphone, which is for podcasting. So I really don't know what else to do at this point. But
and I actually It was a few weeks ago. I can't remember. It was what I was listening to. What I was listening to. And someone made the comment. Someone wants to know about your trauma. It's because they care. I'm a little confused.
Why does it have to be your trauma?
Why not your life?
Why can't it just be about
why not your life?
Right. Why can't I know about your life?
Right. Why can't I know about your life?
You know what I'm saying?
Wow, okay, so maybe I overreacted. Wow, okay, so maybe I overreacted.
Sandra, I have turned the volume down on everything. I'm muted actually on everything except this microphone right here. So I really don't know. Like I said, I think it's a Comcast issue. I've been hearing it. Courtney says she's been hearing it a lot. Yeah, it's Comcast.
Yeah, I told us that.
Yeah, it's Comcast.
I apologize. I definitely apologize. I know it can be annoying, but I hope you'll hang in there with us. Okay, what was you saying, baby?
Yeah, so I kind of asked myself, like, maybe I overreacted. Maybe this about my trauma history. But to me, it's just like you said. But to me, it's just when I'm ready. Like you said, I will talk to you. Ready. I'm not gonna give you like a full rundown. I'm not gonna give a long story. Like a full rundown.
Exactly.
You know, and that's not something and that's not something. I'm not consciously. It's not on a day-to-day basis. Right. Because my day-to-day basis. I do my very best. Think about not to live in it. Think about but all it takes not to live in a song. But all it takes is for a song sometimes to come around. I used to have issues with an ex. I used to have ways that he with an ex. Like the way that my hair, like it was that hair.
Oh wow!
It would set me off. The littlest thing. Oh wow! A phrase that someone might say. A phrase that someone might say. I have gotten set me off so much better. I have since then. So much better. So I try not to live in that. So I try not to live in that.
Right.
You know. Most times when I talk about my trauma, because I just try not to live in it. Because I just try
and that's exactly where I am with mine. Like I feel like I share my trauma or parts of my trauma when the spirit leads me to share with a particular person. But I'm not just gonna make a random broadcast. Like I'm never gonna come on here and let me tell you about my trauma. I'm not gonna have it because everything is for everybody.
Because everything is,
you know, and if I feel comfortable enough, like I'm one of those people. If you tell me a story, I'm one of those people. If you come to me and you tell me a story, I'm not gonna ask a whole. If you notice, I don't ask a whole bunch of questions because you gonna tell me what you want me to know anyway. All I can do, exactly. I'm listening, but I'm gonna support you based on what you felt comfortable sharing with me. If you get to a point that you feel like sharing something else, it's not that I don't care, but I'm just not nosy like that. It's not that, like I said, I'm just not. And then, girl, what did he say then next? And then what did you do? And how did that make you feel? You're gonna tell me all that you want me to know in your story. And at that point is, how can I support you through it? That's what I ask. Not what you want me to do, but how can I support you through this? That's a phrase that I've learned works best with me, so I use it on other people. So, Sean, as far as trauma history and dealing with it, how have you learned to cope with it? Like, have you ever sought out? Well, you did say you did seek out help. Once that didn't work out, what resources or what did you do to try to get yourself through the hard part? Get yourself through the hard part.
I dealt with a lot of when I had relationships, I never unintentionally brought it out in relationships, but it seemed like
in
the relationships that I got into,
Mhm.
the relationships that it seemed like the trauma that I went through, it seemed like the trauma
Oh,
similar. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
Not exactly my
Right.
story, but
Right.
not exactly with my story that
Right.
I kept ended up had issues, and I was wondering why.
Mhm.
So I learned that, so I learned that. I had learned that when you carry stuff, I had learned that when you have not worked on, you tend to end up that you have not worked same type of partner.
You're attracted.
Even if you're not, even when you say, "Oh, I want the prince,"
even
when you say, "Oh, I want this kind of man, I want this kind of relationship, this kind of man, I want this kind of relationship."
Carrying that weight.
So once I really learned how to release it, and I didn't even go through counseling. I just started, and I didn't even go through counseling. I just started going this year.
Okay.
Wow.
So this year.
Wow.
The relationship, and I would have long-term relationships, and I was always the person because of what I went through. I was always the one trying to help what I went through. That I forgot about myself then.
I know for a while I retreated to myself because I realized that through my own traumas, I became a humdinger. I treated men like crap. I had men telling me that they felt like they were the woman in the relationship. It was my way or the highway. And I just had, and I treated them so badly. And one or two of them might have been a good match for me at some point. But God saved me for my king, and I'm happy with the one I got. He treats me so well.
Bad, but I guess you can say bad, but what it is, I flipped the script. What it is, I do that.
Yes.
I became that. So they came. How they say they call you when they, what you don't. They say
right.
Call you.
Right.
What you don't.
Right.
So when it came to that time, when it came to that time, ready to go. We met up. Dang, you don't want to done ready. Not ready to go. Right. Dang, you don't want to. Cut it out.
And you come to my house. Oh no, that's a negative. You don't even know where I live. Then the who, what? Then the who, what?
When you call,
that's what you wanted. Exactly.
And guess what? I knew what you was calling for. Exactly. And guess what? I knew what you was calling for.
And you know what? I still say to this day, men, y'all need to stop playing games. Because to be honest with you, if you're honest with a woman, you might be surprised. She might be on the same type of time that you on. But when you're trying to be slick and play games with her heart, oh boy, you in for it. Yeah, no, I'm just talking about the men, like when we was going back to the conversation we had about relationships. If everybody would put their cards on the table, look, I'm not looking for a relationship, but I need my little itch scratched every now and again, or whatever the case may be, or I really am looking for a relationship. So if that's what you're looking for, I'm not the one. But you'd be surprised at how many times
they are looking for a relationship, but they try to have one here and one here back up.
That's not a relationship. That's not. They still playing.
That's not a relationship.
That's not a relationship. What happens? I always just say what that situation. I always just say what it is you want. But what happens is when you carry it the way they want, then they start to fall.
Right. They think that we can't handle it, but they actually can't handle it when we carry it the way we said we was gonna carry it from the beginning.
Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions. Just like it is.
Right. Don't flip the script. Don't try to change the script anyway. Yes.
You already know.
Right.
So you already know what you're dealing with. They start having feelings. They start having feelings.
Right. And you still carrying it straight.
Right. I already know what it is. So I'm not interested in that.
Exactly. Because the fact that you could agree to it in the beginning, when I get serious, I know you're not the one for me. Confession. You got
soft. My later years. I have gotten my later years. I have gotten soft. I don't want to have I have actually had to remove myself. Myself from situations like that. Let me step off for a little bit. Let me step off for a little bit. Revisit this at a later time. I have gotten so.
No, it's called maturing. As you get older, you want different. When you're younger, that's what you're supposed to do, play the field or whatever. But as you get older, you mature, and what used to appeal to you no longer does. Like you're on a different level.
And even taking it back to the whole trauma thing, a lot of things like that, a lot of all over the place. Me just was a direct result. Was a direct result. What I had been through, and what I had experienced. Right. I fell in love early on in my life. He ended up, he was gone for a while, and then he came back, and now he's gone. And then he came back, and now so it's been a journey.
Right.
Now at this point, now at this point, with him, that's the person that I used to talk to about everything that I used to talk to about everything that I had. He was okay, like he would listen. He was okay,
right.
Like he would affectionately, like it's okay, affectionately. He rub my head, it's okay, a certain way. He rub my head up a certain way. He would freeze up. Oh, it's okay, baby. It's okay. He was. You can just lay down. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. You can just lay down. It's not here anymore. So I never found that connection with anyone again. But over the years, it's just been one situation after the other, which has compounded more trauma. You know what I mean? I just try not to live. You know what I mean?
Okay, I think we're still getting the echo, so I'm gonna. Did you have anything else you want to say, Sean? I think I'm just saying.
Now I'm just. I was just saying. Now I'm just. Taking this time to work on me.
Right.
Taking this time to work on me. Right. So that way, avail that person to me. That's just for me.
Amen. Yes, it does. It makes a lot of sense. So what I'm going to say in closing out is that no matter what has happened to you, no matter what, at some point you have to choose to take your power back. Stop allowing situations and people and circumstances of the past to rule your present day life if it's making you miserable. And that means no matter what that looks like. So if you have to cut off people, cut them off. Don't matter who it is.
Cut them off.
If you have to add people, because sometimes it's a lack of we've closed ourselves off because we've been hurt that we no new friends. Remember we was no new friends. We was talking about that. But sometimes there's nothing wrong with a new friend. You are responsible for your own happiness. That's not nobody else's responsibility. This can so whatever it takes to make you happy. Sit down with yourself, get in your quiet place, meditate, whatever, and find out or figure out what will make you happy, and then go about setting. If you need counseling, go get counseling. Please get counseling. It's nothing wrong. Ignore the stigma attached to counseling. Ignore that stigma. If you need the help, if you recognize that you need the help, go get it. If you have a close friend that you can talk to, go talk to them. But don't burn them out. And then if they need someone to talk to, don't turn the conversation to yourself. Because a lot of times that happens where you go throw all of your stuff on somebody, and when that person go to say something, now all of a sudden you gotta go. Don't be that type of friend.
If they're not adding value, they're not adding
let me put the camera on you.
If they're not, whatever the situation is, if they're not that person, whatever the situation, they're not adding value. Whoever that person is, if they're not adding value, and they're depleting you,
right,
make a decision. They're depleting
right,
you, your choice.
Right.
Make
right.
a decision. That's all I'm gonna say. Your choice.
I agree with
That's
that.
all I'm gonna say.
If they're not adding value to your life in some shape, form, or fashion, don't talk me to death. Don't drain my. If you find that your energy, like this is real, I'm an empath. And if you find that some people, no matter what happens when you're around them, they deplete your energy, remove yourself. Remove yourself.
Sometimes you tell them to leave, they expect.
No, you remove. Don't tell them to leave. You leave.
Don't tell them to leave.
Right. That's not that. Exactly. So
Exactly. But I don't tell them anything. Like make a decision.
Right. Make a decision. So with that, because we're getting the echo and there's nothing I can do about it, because I honestly swear to you, I've done nothing different than, when it's clear. We won't have the call-in segment. I'm not even going to add another aspect to this. But yeah, definitely take responsibility for your happiness. That's a you problem. That's not your boyfriend's problem. That's not your mama, brother, sister, cousin, best friend issue. That's a you issue. Determine what makes you happy and go for it. All right, so with that, I'm going to say, as you go about your day, and if you see a sister and her crown is a little bit twisted, help that sister to readjust her crown on her head. If her crown has fallen off, been knocked off, been stolen, help her to pick it up and put it back on her head. I was going to say help her smack the crap out of whoever knocked it off, but that's the old me. Look, moment. That's the old me. That's the old me talking. That's the old me. The more refined me says, help her pick up her crown and place it back on her head. And if it's gone altogether, if you have a few extra coins or extra, then, loan her one of yours or help her to purchase another one, okay? And once you do that, whatever you've done to help that sister get her crown placed back on her head, zip your lips. There's no need to tell nobody else what's going on with that sister. If she wants to tell people, she will tell her own story. And with that, I'm going to say peace and blessings. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.